pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to Nerf Secret Revealed. So now, this is probably something that I should have covered up years ago, but once again, I really do feel like that it's better late than never to simply cover up a subject like this that's that important in my life. And again, there's a lot of subjects out there that I haven't covered yet that I want to cover, but of course I will get to them eventually. Because right now, I'm basically going to be talking about counterfeits. Anything that can relate to Nerf, based on their blaster design, ones that had been taken from other blasters out there, from other lineups out there, of other companies or producers out there. Consumers of any sorts, they are trying to make their toys as functional as possible, while still allowing their designs to appeal to younger audiences out there. Anyone who's below 18 years of age, or even 21 years of age, would know that a toy gun needs to look as unique as possible. Otherwise, if it does have a shape in ways that is absolutely similar to the fact that a real gun or firearm would look, then who knows what could happen. Trouble could spill out from all sides. But aside from how a blaster itself would look, there's actually a lot of problems going on with how Nerf and Hasbro themselves seems to be taking in designs from other companies out there who have designs of their blasters become wholly original and just simply take them all away to make their own blasters from those exact designs. There was actually a gun versus gun video uploaded years ago in which they made a review on the Nerf Zombie Strike Flip Fury. Now the Flip Fury, of course, was put up alongside the Zero X-Shot blaster, as both of those blasters almost looked absolutely identical to each other. They happen to be just different in terms of size, in terms of color scheme, and of course in difference of the brand that they originated from. The Zero X-Shot came from, well, Zero, and the Flip Fury came from Nerf, which both of these companies who created these brands of toys for anyone out there to purchase in the marketplace, they did their designs very shockingly similar. Or rather, one of them did their design as wholly original as possible, and the other company out there straight up stole the design and made their own blaster out of that design themselves. That's actually how it was conceived in that video alone. The Flip Fury versus the X-Shot, of course, that was something out there that was viewed as a controversy of possible counterfeitism. And I actually happen to agree with that point of view, because it actually doesn't stop there. There's actually been a lot of blasters out there within recent times that Nerf had somehow copied off of other people out there. Other companies and brands out there are suddenly becoming ripped off by Nerf's quirky way of getting their own blasters to appear on the market without a possible lawsuit going up against them. And that is quite a big loophole right there. A loophole that I might never forget. Now, when I'm talking about other counterfeits other than just the comparison of the Flip Fury with the Zero X-Shot, I'm mainly talking about the new Nerf minigun. Yes, an all-new Nerf minigun that had just come out recently, which actually was called the Titan. But I actually gave it a different name though, so that Nerf minigun actually had to have been ripped off from another blaster out there called the Punisher, which was made by Busby Toys years ago. Many years ago, at least 10 years ago back then. But now, Nerf just has that design up their sleeves and simply just throw it out on the marketplace and on the internet out there for any liquidator or consumer out there to view. Anyone out there who already knows about the Titan from Nerf itself in today's lineup would probably know about this by now. And if not, then well, that is actually the reason why this episode exists here on YouTube for anyone to see. Of course, other counterfeits out there, it seems to vary based on the types of blaster design, even if they are slightly different because of, well, color scheme, size, type of ammo that it uses. It's still quite an anomaly that I feel like just might never stop. But who knows? If Nerf ends up ripping off anybody else out there, then I feel like that's their call. But I suppose that someone out there would actually be willing to put up a lawsuit against Hasbro themselves for ripping off a design. and simply claiming it as their own. Even if Nerf does have, well, their own way of saying that they did not actually rip off the design, nor did they claim it as their own design in the first place, it's still debatable at this point. It's something out there that could be monotonous if you just got down to it as far enough as I possibly gone down in my whole life. But now I still have, hardly any doubts for how well Nerf seems to handle in today's marketplace. It is currently #1, top notch, in terms of how they produce toy guns out there for small children or anyone else of any other age group. Even during my age group or above, actually, we seem to get our hands on a lot of blasters out there and do them with reviews or overviews or range tests. That's just mainly what we end up doing, but of course when it comes to play, it's something else that we also tend to take in at some point. So, counterfeitism, it's questionable right now because it's happened multiple times now, not just once or twice. It's happened more times than not. More times than it could possibly ever be a joke. So, I honestly wouldn't, view this as something hateful or spiteful against you though, anyone who works for Hasbro. So, I can't really be sure about it anymore because I just literally don't know how such a thing like this is so existent and it's not being obscured right away upon first glance. So, that's probably just it when it comes to me talking about counterfeitism. And so, there's a lot of other subjects that I'm going to be pointing out to real quick after this episode airs, but it'll still be a little while before anything else ends up coming into play. And if you want to see more go down on my channel, make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.